Alright, well, today I'm going to be a grade crossing road making fool. So I decided I'm going to go with this center part here. Use the ties that I had, recycled ties from old track. Go with that. May not be prototypical but or modern, but it'll be a conversation piece. Kind of a out in the backwoods country grade crossing here. So that's what I'm going to go with. I'll make the other centerpiece for here, and then I'm going to be making my roads excuse me, using water putty and this basswood, cut strips of basswood for forming the curbs for the road, and for basically, you know, making the channel, and probably get a start on this backwoods road here too. So at some point I will glue in the foam over there, but actually I kind of prefer having it out of the way for now. So that's kind of what the agenda is. And for those of you who are wondering how I was going to manage making the center part of the grade crossing, I was going to manage the curve there. I'm just going to go do this. See there? Just trace along the top of the rail. Get the gentle curve in there, and then just kind of cut along the line, and so I'll have my gentle curve. And I was doing a lousy job yesterday of explaining what I was doing here, because I kept saying, well, I don't want this to rest on the ties. What I really meant to say is, I didn't want this to rest on top of the spike heads. I want this to be on top of the ties, but I don't want this part to be on top of the spike heads, because it won't, you know, lie flush. For some reason I had ties in the brain. I kept saying, oh yeah, I don't want this resting on the ties. I don't want this resting on the ties. So I correct myself from my babblings yesterday. So there you have it. Let me get going. Okay, as you can see here, I've got my other little center piece done. Let me take these away so I stay out of the way while I start working on the actual road and grade crossing here. First, I'm gonna do a little filling in of the cracks here using the water putty. I'm gonna fill in these gaps here in these seams, and that little hole I created there, we'll try to smooth it out a little bit. Some of the plywood delaminated, and I was trying to pull some of it up and pull a little bit more than I really wanted to. So hand ratio according to the instructions. Oh, got an extra up there. Ah, don't need those. Is 3 parts putty to 1 part water, and I think that's sort of right. So let me mix this together. Mix my little brew together and see what I end up with. Wow, I think I could have like quite a bit of putty, but it looks like I could add some more, because this is still pretty thin, like pancake batter consistency. Oops, got cook's hair in there. Add a little bit more. So I'll put that in. Boom. Because it is supposed to be a kind of a putty-like. Oh yeah, that's a little bit more putty-like. As you can see. Oops, get my big old hand out of the way. There. I think that's probably a little bit more what I'm looking for. I'm actually just going to go ahead and use my stirring stick, and I think according to the instructions, it takes about 40 minutes or so for this to set. It's supposed to wait about 8 hours before painting it, so I'm not going to do any painting or anything like that. I'm just going to use my stick, stirring stick, and just spread this out. Now the advantage of using the water putty over excuse me, just regular plaster Paris is that the water putty doesn't shrink and generally doesn't crack, and it's basically a lot more durable than just garden variety plaster. So that's what I'm going with here. Just to fill this in, and later I'll be able to sand this, and it looks like I made a little too much of this, so that's not a big deal. There, got this all filled in. I'm not going to worry about too much about sanding this completely smooth, because this is going to get covered up anyway by scenery and by the road itself I'm going to put in. So let me just make sure don't leave too many dips in here. There, a little bit more. And uh-oh, warning, danger. Hey. It's not a drinking fountain. This isn't a play area, kitty. This is a construction area. Come on. Say goodbye. Ah! Okay.